Hey everybody, how is it going? We're into season 2, aren't we? We started with a funny little story, the George R.R. Martin tale about Elvis, about the king, when he should have been writing those Game of Thrones. Wait, when did he? This was prior to A Song of Fire and Ice, right? He didn't start writing those books until the 90s, right? Let's check that, shall we? Let's see, book 1 was released in 96, right? So this is like almost a decade prior to when he became really famous. That's fascinating. What else did he write? Should we look it up? Maybe don't, just in case we watch something in the future and it's like, written by George R.R. Martin. It'll be fun. Do I think he's written Saucer of Loneliness? Nope, absolutely not. What is a saucer of loneliness? Well, there's only 2 types of saucer in my book. A tea, something you put your teacup on, or a saucer of milk for a cat, and also a flying saucer. Isn't that weird? You put a teacup on a saucer? Isn't that weird? Why don't you put a plate on a saucer plate? Or your cup on I guess you have you got beer mats, you got coasters, right? So you do have those things. But I don't know, a saucer seems to be its own particular little, cup and saucer. Anyway, it's probably a spaceship or a frisbee. I was trying to think of something in between, like a saucer and a spaceship, and I was thinking about trees halfway between the ground and the sky, and I was thinking about a frisbee stuck in a tree. That's how my mind works. So let's get into it. What I don't expect to see is Elvis. Unless he's on the spaceship. He could be on the spaceship. Maybe it is. Maybe it's just a continuation of the last episode. That guy thinks he's going to die, but you're going to get beamed up by the aliens. Let's get into it. Oh, Shelley Duvall. Where do I know Nan Martin from? Sturgeon! Oh, that's Shelley. Oh, she was in... Crap. Oh, Prankster.
Margaret.
The Shining. I haven't seen it all the way through, but that's where she's from.
Walk me to my car.
Sure.
Sure.
You don't want to get abducted by a saucer of loneliness.
It's hard sometimes, isn't it, hon?
Being single?
I used to be able to picture it, holding hands with someone. Even make... Oh, I can't picture it anymore.
Oh, she's given up on love.
Give it time. I don't know what else to say.
Nothing to say, really. See you tomorrow.
Is this her mom?
It's after 10. Where you been?
After 10.
I went for a walk on the beach.
It's not respectable. Young girl walking on the beach all alone by herself.
I'm not that young, Mom.
This is Nan
I
Martin.
know. Girl your age should be married. It's not respectable. Living at home, girl your age.
What do you expect her to do?
Can't all be as respectable as you, Mama.
Yeah. She getting on to her about not being married. What does she expect? She's working hard, Oh.
I'm Hank Charles, the special beach edition of I Love LA.
It's so
Summer's
80s.
here. We've got the answers. So suit up.
Don't go in the
wet
water.
down,
There's a shark.
Beach.
Hey, I'm just posing it seriously. I know I'm goofing about a bit. This feels different to the usual sort of Twilight Zone episode we get. There's a sort of quietness to it. The lingering shot on her walking on her own by herself, it sets a tone. You know, now it could go crazy off the rails. Like we're in daytime now. There's a reporter, and what's going on? You know, it could go crazy, but I'm liking the gentle pace so far. Her mom, however, I don't like. We're going to put her in the I don't like basket. And then we're going to find out after this episode where I know Nan Merton from. Maybe she was in a different episode of this show? I don't know. Was she that nun in that episode with the demon ghost child? I don't know. We'll look it up later. Oh, it's a spaceship. They've come for you. The alien is lonely, looking for companionship. Oh, it's flying in the navigator. It looks pretty small. It looks like a frisbee. It's gonna beam you up. I did say it could go crazy, didn't I? Oh, it merged with her mind. Made a telepathic connection.
It spoke to me. It spoke to me.
What did it say?
What did it say?
It spoke to me.
Yeah, but details, lady.
Told you I'm fine. You can't keep me here if I don't want to stay.
Yeah.
Why don't you just let me go home?
Listen to me, you're upset.
Yeah.
It's all right to be upset. You've been through a very traumatic experience.
Yeah.
You don't
Let me
know
go.
what I've been through. You all think it's some new weapon.
I presume the military has her locked up, right? And she isn't just at some random doctor's office. They'd shut that shit down, wouldn't they? You know it. Bring her in, dissect her. The aliens make contact with her. We gotta dissect her brain. Maybe it'll come for her. We should put her in a cage. And then shoot it down next time we see it. Take that, you lousy saucer. My theory is that she's lonely. There's one person on the spaceship. They're lonely. And they're gonna live happily ever after. And her mom's gonna be happy about it, right? That's all that matters. Anyway, let's see what actually happens in this scene.
You're right, I don't know. So how about you tell me?
Details.
How do you know the message was meant for you?
It followed
The
her.
message was for me.
How? Explain it to me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have to explain anything to you. You can't keep me here if I don't want to stay.
Yeah, but there are people who could.
I didn't even have to tell you my name if I didn't want to.
Here she is. What did the alien tell you?
Did it really speak to you? What did it feel like?
Does it have Elvis?
It was a private message.
We'll give you $10,000 cash right now.
10,000.
When cut open for lab test, the vessel was revealed to be empty. No mechanisms whatever to account for its flight.
What?
To speculation, the entire incident was merely
It's a hoax.
Engineers at the Jet Propulsion Laboratory in Pasadena think there might be another answer, and we'll have that for you with the Channel 6.
So they got the saucer, and there was nothing inside.
They're saying you're a traitor, a spy.
Traitor?
Because you won't tell. The neighbors, they look at me funny now. They think we got little green men hiding in the bathroom. You gotta shame your mother like this.
What you really mean is it's not respectable.
Yeah.
You get out.
Oh, jeez, she's strong.
Get the hell out of here.
But she's super famous. But she could make $1 million on talk shows.
Get out.
She could finally cash in on her no-good daughter. She's not playing it right.
I'd like a room, please.
I'll need the $40 deposit.
Alright. Aren't you that lady from the
Sign
TV?
here. Hey, aren't you the woman who I...
No, I'm not.
I just look like her.
I'm not anybody.
I'm her twin. I hear she's a traitor. That's not me. I'm digging the sort of the sunshine summertime mood.
He spoke to you, didn't he?
That's right. Private message.
Please, leave me alone. Jesus came down and spoke to you, didn't he? Can't you just let me be? Look at our son, Donald. Heard Jesus speak.
Oh. She doesn't have the power of healing.
I can't help you.
No ice cream for you, lady.
I can't help you. He's only a child.
I don't even know what she was... I don't know what she's saying. Help her child? She's more alone than ever now. Message in a bottle. Is this the message? Oh, she's sending a ton of bottles. Walk a bit. Walk a bit. They're all gonna just wash up right where she threw them.
Can I get you anything else?
No, thank you. It was delicious, though. Would you be interested in having
Dinner
with me tonight?
Ooh. He's a reporter. It's a trick.
I'd like that.
He just wants to know
Great.
what the alien told you.
7 o'clock, okay?
That'll be fine.
Oh, she's getting all dressed up. Where's she living, by the way? In that motel?
Something funny?
I used to dream about doing this.
I guess it sounds kind of silly.
No, not to me, it doesn't. I guess you've been through a lot lately, haven't you? I mean, with the newspapers, the TV.
They all want to know what it said.
What about you, dude?
I used to notice you.
Oh, really?
When I came into the cafe.
You did?
Yeah, I did.
Maybe he's the real deal.
So, what did it say anyway?
It was private.
Oh, come on, you can tell me.
Well, he's not the real deal.
I'm saying that it might do you some good, you know, just to tell one person so we get it off your
Yeah,
chest.
just one person.
I'm not feeling very well.
Margaret, wait.
Date over.
Hold on, Margaret. Now, look.
Dude.
Damn you all!
Yeah, nice try. You should have waited a bit longer, though, until you properly charmed her. That's coming out of our deposit. Such an interesting... It's almost an experimental episode. I like it a lot. Oh, don't walk into the... Don't do that. Who's coming for her? Is it that guy? Is it someone new? Ah, it's someone new. You can't die! Not before you tell us what the message was.
I don't want you to save me. You know who I am, don't you?
Everybody does.
You want to know what the saucer said?
I already know that.
He already knows.
There is, in certain living souls, a loneliness unspeakable, so great it must be shared as company is shared by lesser beings. And know by this that in immensity, there's one lonelier than you, and it's addressed to the loneliest one.
How did you know?
Did you get the bottle?
That's what you put in the bottles, isn't it?
It's the only thing in my life I could call my own. The only thing I could give to anybody. I just couldn't take it anymore.
I found it, and it made a difference. It really did.
You know, people thought the saucer was a ship or a weapon, but it wasn't. It was a bottle with a message inside.
Yeah.
Something I don't understand. Me, I know I'm not the most good-looking guy in the world, but you're beautiful. You're beautiful.
Ooh.
Those words were my words. But that's not what the saucer said.
No?
Exactly. This is. Give me your hand.
Holy moly. What the hell is this? What are we doing, Shelly? Do you understand, dude? Let's go.
Message found in a bottle.
Yeah.
Sender unknown. Still alive or long dead. The last of his species. Or a traveler marooned on alien shores. Perhaps in the end, all that matters is this. That even to loneliness, there is an end. And for those who are lonely enough, long enough, a message cast adrift on the darkest beaches
of the
Twilight Zone.
I don't think we needed the voice over at the end. You know what I mean? Oh, Sturgeon! No! I think the episode said what it needed to say in itself. You know? This episode was something different, wasn't it? It just had a different feel to it. It had a more weighty feel. I think that's Shelley's performance is fantastic in this role. She has a real vulnerability and a real kind of a strength in her vulnerability. And some of the shots and some of the decisions with the cinematography, contrasting all the bubbling 80s circling around her, and then she's kind of lonely in the midst of all that. I thought that was really interesting to do it that way. Her mother just her mother did not approve of her life before the saucer, and she threw her out afterwards. So she was just nasty, you know? I guess it was just to make her even more lonely, that not even family would accept her, you know? But I don't know, there's just something about this episode. Maybe it's just, I don't know, maybe it's just the time of day I'm watching it or something. But even something about that, even the way the waves, the sound of the waves crashing against the beach near the end of the episode, kind of overpowering almost the dialogue. There's something about this. I don't know. It was an experience more than an episode. And hey, as for what it says about loneliness and people who are lonely, I don't know. I think you will get something from this episode based on your own. You will bring something to the episode, and you will take something from the episode, and that's unique to you, and maybe you'll get nothing from it, maybe you'll get everything from it. That guy at the end sure got a lot, didn't he? And there was that one charming dude who took her to dinner, and then before dessert even came. So, you know, what did the message say anyway? What? Just wait for the third date or something, dude. You just moved too quickly on it. Do you think he would? No, he wasn't curious. It wasn't curiosity. He would have taken that knowledge. He would have made $1 million out of it. Yeah. Yuppie through and through, that guy. He was in it for the dollars. I bet you he never even came to that, wherever she works, the cafe or whatever, beforehand. He was just lying about that too. Hey, her friend at the start of the episode was cool. But yeah, this is all about her performance, I think. I think she sold it very well. You know, that state of being, state of the feeling that she had. You know, even if some of it is beyond my pay grade. You know what I mean? What did you think of this one? I'll be curious to see what you think. I gotta check where I know Nan Merton from. That was the big mystery of the episode for me. What have I seen her in? I know her face. I just can't. I can't bring things to mind. Hey, she was that nun. Okay, I was right. She was the nun in that episode with the ghost child. You remember that one? And the bear's name was Toby. Why do I remember that? She was also in the original Twilight Zone. We would have looked this up at that time as well. The Incredible World of Horace Ford. A bad episode. One of my least favourite episodes of the original Twilight Zone. Where she played his wife, I think? Why she married him, I'll never know. So yeah, we've had two interesting episodes back to back. The one about Elvis, and now the one about loneliness. And a flying saucer, and I thought maybe the two episodes were connected. Maybe Elvis had come back. Can you imagine? Elvis just beams down. I like the idea that the ship was just a bottle. And it was just a message in a bottle, but on a cosmic scale. I thought that was kind of neat. A neat idea, because she was throwing the bottles out, so it all connected, you know? We don't even need to get the police involved, if you know what I mean. The next episode is called What Are Friends For? Well, I mean, they would have helped in this episode, right? Although, if she did have... Wait, she had friends. That one at the start of the episode. So I reject that she was lonely. I guess she was lonely for love, you know? Romantic connection. But, hey, look. Some people enjoy not being connected to someone. You know, enjoy being alone. I guess there's a difference between being alone and being lonely. Yeah. Anyway, she had plenty of friends. She could, I don't know, she just needs to go to more parties. That's what I say. That's what I say. Right. Come back next time for What Are Friends For? And I'll see you then.